Hey, welcome to day 3 of NAB. In this video, we're going to show you a podcast that I did with David Manning. It was actually a fake podcast. We did it for Data Video to show off their equipment for them, but it was a lot of fun, and we're going to do that in just a little bit. He's going to tell you some things like his secrets to success in YouTube. So you might want to listen to that. But first, I want to thank all of you who have watched my 3-hour walkthrough of NAB. That video's done very well for me, and not so much that it's got a ton of views, actually got a ton of watch hours. I really want to thank those that made it all the way to the end. If you made it all the way to the end, well, give yourself a little comment down below, and I'll give you some love as well. Also, I want to shout out to those people who came and actually saw me at the meetup yesterday at Amaranth on day 2, and that was actually pretty cool. And I gave out some of these cameras. Actually, this is a Deity one, but I had some Amaranth ones of these, and I also have some that I'm going to be sending out. And if you're a winner, I will tell you that really soon. I've got actually 10 now. They actually gave me some more, so your chances of winning are pretty good, but I'm closing the drawing here. Oh yeah, you know what? Last chance to enter the drawing. Just tell me in the comments would you like to get this little $40 camera, and well, I'll put you in that drawing. Yeah. All right, let's take a little video of this and see how it's working. Yeah. All right. Well, it kind of looks like that. See how this cuts in. This will be pretty interesting. This is a fun little camera, and if you like fun little cheap cameras, well, enter the drawing. Now, before I get into the podcast, I do want to talk about some of the amazing people I've met here at NAB. And I'm just going to show you some of those selfies that I took and some of the video that I shot of some of the people that I really enjoy following. Yeah, I had a really good time. And Amaranth was really good to me. They took me out to dinner the first night. We went to In-N-Out Burger. There was a ton of people there. That was a really good time. I got to meet a lot of great creators as well as some of you viewers as well. Thank you so much. I had a great time. Also, the next day, day 2, we went to a really nice restaurant, and I sat down, and guess who was across from the table from me? Matty Hopa. Yeah, this was really a dream come true for me. And you know what? He is as nice off camera as on, and had a really enjoyable time with him. And actually, they invited me to an after party with B&H afterwards, and we all went up on the roof at, I think, the Marquee, and they had an open bar until midnight. I don't drink, but I did get a Red Bull for my friend Jake, who was back at the hotel because, well, I couldn't get him in. Oh, but enough of that. We'll go straight into the podcast. And I'll see you at Cinegear, and that's coming up in June. And we'll do a walkthrough there. So if you're interested in seeing something at Cinegear, if I missed something, well, just tell me in the comments, and I'll try to pick it up there. All right. Hey, welcome to the Fake Podcast NAB. This is the day 3 wrap-up.
Mark, that was
here.
so good.
Thank you.
You went straight to an intro, like so clean.
Yeah.
You were just chatting, and some guy said 3, 2, 1, and bam, you had it.
Yeah, well, you know, it's 65 years of impressing my mother, basically. That's all I've been trying to do my whole life, just trying to show off for my mother.
That's
Mark,
it.
your mom is 102 years old.
101.
She subscribes to your channels.
She does not even know
watch.
my name. She cannot. She doesn't know who I am. But she's lovely.
We're at NAB,
Yeah.
David. You just spoke on a panel.
Yeah, David Manning. If you don't know David Manning, you should. I'll put in a link down below.
Oh, great.
And,
And also, just a reminder, this is not on any, wherever you get your favorite podcasts, this will not be there.
well, that you know what, we're here.
This is a fake podcast.
Yeah, because we're here at a booth at NAB that happens to be selling this this podcast equipment.
It's not just
and-
anyone's booth. This is my uncle,
This is
Craig
your uncle?
Moffat's booth. This is Data Video. He's
Oh.
the CEO of Data Video.
Tell me about Data Video.
Data Video sells like solutions like this for schools and churches, like instant drops.
Your uncle owns this company or runs this company?
CEO of this company.
CEO. So this is a little bit of nepotism right here.
Everything
well,
we
I will say
do is
this.
nepotism.
Yeah. We're
I will say this: if we sell one of these units through this,
oh
thing,
my gosh.
my kids can have braces.
Nice.
If you've seen
They're
my
really
kids,
they're horrible.
are
Yeah.
fugly.
They're
okay.
No, they're bad.
They have one of my kids can eat an apple on the other side of a chain link fence. Buy one of these systems, okay?
Yes, please save our.
what is
our
the system
kids.
itself? Can you like
I don't think it even has a name, but this is the Data Video automated podcast.
Well, there's 4
Auto
cameras here. Here, let's
Okay.
let's
Three.
do video. You got a camera?
yeah, here, right.
I see 3 cameras. Are you counting 4?
No, I was wrong. There's only 3. There's 2 over there and 1 over there.
Okay.
So the camera on the right is the only one that reframes. These 2 are locked off.
Wait, let me write that.
Oh, this guy switches back and forth on stuff?
Yes,
He'll
they'll
go-
back and
These
forth
are,
on
these
me
are
and
locked
Mark.
off. Oh, I see. We're sharing one over here. Look at that.
Or then those
Over here.
two,
It moves over there?
Yes.
That's cool.
and then it switches automatically based on who's talking. So right now it's, oh, now it goes to me
Yeah.
because you guys aren't talking.
Data. What is it called?
Data video. This is the
Data Video.
Autocast Live.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
video.
we'd like to thank them for hosting this podcast.
I want this in my studio.
All right, sounds good. We'll have one. Let him wrap one up.
Yeah, deliver one, will you?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll box this up. We'll do
Set
it.
up like this.
How often do you get on podcasts?
0.0 ever.
Yeah.
Is this your
That's
first
good.
podcast?
No, I've done them, but not a lot.
Here's the thing, David. You're a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
Why would you ever do radio?
Yeah, exactly. Let's think
Like,
about
there's
that.
a reason why I do radio, because I want to show off my speech impediment.
Speaking of nobody caring, let's get on to something that somebody might care about.
Okay, yeah. So hold on. David,
Let's
just like I
talk
said,
about-
David is presented
Yeah.
at the drone booth, Anti-Gravity, and if you've seen his stuff on YouTube, he shoots some incredible stuff.
Yeah, it was
And
good.
then, but the thing that he just did at the Anti-Gravity booth for me is crazy. Is he made this complex thing just look incredibly simple, and that seems like right now that seems like what a lot of the really good YouTubers do. They could take this really impressive looking thing and make it sound simple.
Yeah, I mean, like when I look at my channel and I go like, how did I build this channel? I realized pretty early on, like that's the thing I need to hone in on. There's one video that like made my channel. Before I'm sure you guys know or Mark for sure knows the video. 80% of photography in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
yes.
this video, dude, now I think it's over 9 million views now.
Really?
I don't have a video that's even close to it. Like I think the next video is like 2 or 3 million. This thing is just like in a world of its own, and it is no joke. Just breaking down shutter speed, aperture, and ISO.
All the stuff people need to know.
But everyone's in there being like, "Oh my gosh, this is the most." And it was at the time it wasn't the easiest video to make because this was my first foray into YouTube. I hadn't officially become a YouTuber yet. I just made this thing. So it was a little difficult to make at home. Just kept stumbling over my words and couldn't get through line. My wife was in the other room and I was like, babe, you got to put headphones on or something. I can't know that you're hearing me right now.
You got to go on a walk.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you got to be out of here.
No, I know that.
I do short form stuff on Instagram. I will literally wait for my wife to leave.
Yes.
Are you going to Target? And I'm like just literally setting up lights. You're not going to Target? I'm taking the lights down. Like I'm just
When
waiting.
my wife and kids leave, I'm like, oh, I got to film a video.
Yeah, I got to film.
If they're off doing something, like that's filming day.
That's the time.
Because then I can just like go and riff
Goof.
and I can say something stupid. I can mess up without feeling like someone's listening to me.
Yeah.
And like when I mess up, I'm like, did you guys hear that? Did you hear that? That was dumb.
Yeah, and they're like, Dad, nobody cares about your little
Exactly.
thing.
Exactly. No, they're not.
Thing
that
you
old
think
yet.
nobody cares.
Right now,
but
they still think I'm really cool. 357.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
I'm
3, 5,
14,
and 7.
I'm 14, 12, 10, and 8.
Yeah, you can't be cool anymore.
I'm 42 to 34 or something like that. All my kids, they know who I am now. They're not fooled at all.
No.
No.
Your kids are cool now, though. That's what's
my
nice. They got
grandkids. I got 11 of those.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
11 grandkids.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
We are not getting to the point of.
Cool. He's going. He's keep going. No, we're not wrapping. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting there. So
Okay,
breaking
sorry.
things down simply, I think look like when you look at YouTube, when you look at anything content based, what you're gonna see in the demographic of the audience is a pyramid, and there's gonna be a whole lot of beginners on the bottom,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna come up here, and there's gonna be a few people up here that know everything. So I think that one common thing that I see on YouTube a lot, not that I'm gonna say it's a mistake, I just think it's a road that I don't want to go down, is you see a lot of guys like talking to filmmakers, like they have filmmaking channels or
Yeah.
they have like high level photography channels,
Right.
and they're trying to speak to what they end up speaking to is the choir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like they're speaking to people that either know this stuff or are judging you. Like most of my creator buddies are like, oh, the comments are brutal, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, not on my channel.
Yeah.
People are so nice.
Yeah, they are.
I'm saying like 90. If someone does get out of line and like says something, I don't have to. Other people will like pile into it and be like, bro, he's just trying to make a video to help you out, man. What are you doing? Why are you getting so angry? But I think it's because I'm talking to people where the information I'm delivering is very valuable to them. They're like, oh, I didn't know this.
Right. And you assume a lot of people, once they know a little bit, assume everybody knows what you know.
And
Yeah.
you just did something really impressive that I think is cool because my brother is dying to get his hands on a certain camera.
Yep.
And you just reviewed it. Tell us about it.
Well, I can tell you the 5 things that I know.
Yeah, about this camera.
I might-
They're on the video.
I might know more, but I can only tell you these 5. We got a sneak peek of Insta360's new camera.
Yeah.
Oh.
What you can see in my video is it's obviously a direct competitor to the Pocket 4.
Yep.
Pocket style camera. There's 2 lenses, and I can say that there's multiple focal lengths
Oh, that's
Oh.
So
dope.
just like, your iPhone has 3 lenses, but there's like 4 focal lengths. You can go to different focal lengths.
Does it have some sort of portrait type mode built in? Is it software based or is it actually focal based?
I can't say that yet,
Can't say
but
that.
I can.
That's a big one.
A 1-inch sensor though, so that's
Okay.
huge.
That's
1-inch
nice.
sensor
I
in
mean,
this
it's
thing.
1 inch, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
not huge, but it's 1 inch.
But
Well, huge for.
but in a
it is.
pocket camera,
pocket
that's pretty good.
Okay, now so same thing. What's the zoom? Can you say what the zoom is?
No, they won't let me say zoom. Isn't that weird?
Well, I mean that makes sense because it feels like that was like the big thing that we're waiting
Yeah.
to shoot a drop on the pocket
Yeah.
for.
Well, and you want to know the focal lengths.
Yes.
What
You
are the
want-
2 focal lengths?
And if the
then-
2 lenses, do they seamlessly transition, or is it clearly you're at one and you're
Yeah,
at the other?
these are all great questions.
Yes, okay,
I
what
like,
is it?
I like all of your questions.
Okay, so we know that it's one thing we know it's 2 lenses. It
Yeah,
records.
2
There's a
lenses.
screen.
It was co-engineered with Leica,
Okay.
Oh,
which I
yeah.
learned about
That's
that last year, or the year before.
Is there?
Does it have a name?
adaptable-
Do they tell you the name of it? Can you say the name of the camera?
I don't know if I can, but it's for sure over there.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
I'll tell you what.
Here's
what
what we're thinking.
I'll put a link and a pin comment.
Yeah.
First pin
Sure.
comment
Will be the name of it.
will be the name of the.
Yeah.
We can go straight to it. And you can watch.
You
the
can
video.
go do that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We'll make sure we'll keep your
Well,
relationship.
an odd thing is there's a couple of things over there at the booth that you can see that are not released yet,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
They're not under glass.
they're not under glass.
Yeah.
But I'm still not supposed to.
Yeah.
I can talk about the microphone, but same thing. There's like 3 things I can say about it.
Yeah.
So there are new microphones
They go with it.
that go with it, but
Wow.
also go with a bunch of other cameras.
Wow.
And I think here I know I wrote it down.
Oh yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
all right.
In my
notes.
yesterday I wrote it on my hand, but today I was smart enough to write it on my phone.
Is this the snap grip? Which grip is this?
Oh yeah, I do. Without a pop socket, I can't use this dumb phone.
I like this one. This is the snap.
Do you like it?
This
I
is
couldn't.
not-
I
this
couldn't
is
get
not-
into it.
This is not an ad. This is the one thing I like about it is this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like
know.
this.
It's good.
It's nice. I do this. I
Yep.
do this.
Yep.
But I do not use that
Do
thing.
you know what I do a lot though while I drive? This is like up on my MagSafe, and I like.
It's fiddle. It's a little.
Oh, it's a little fidget thing, and I love it.
It's your little anxiety object.
Yes, 6
Learned
hour
that from
drive
my-
up here from San Diego. I was using this thing like
Man, this
crazy.
is going off the rails so
No,
far.
Learned that from my
Okay.
therapist. Everyone needs an
We're
anxiety
good.
object.
Here's what I can tell you.
Okay.
Customizable e-ink display. So if you didn't see it over there, like
Yeah.
a big complaint we've always had from basically every brand is like, why are you putting your giant logo right on the front of my wireless
Oh,
mic?
right.
I don't want your logo on my chest.
Yeah.
I want my logo.
Sure.
So I could do my logo. You could also do colors.
Yep.
So let's say that your person has a blue shirt on. You can
Hide it.
make it blue.
Say you got hired to go do like a video for like a certain ice cream company in
Yep.
Corona, California.
Yep.
More on that later. You could put that logo there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So you're doing someone's video, you can put their logo on there. And it's super simple. Like it's all through the app. So you can literally take a photo and then turn that into it and then flip.
Yeah.
E-ink clicks onto it. So I know I can say that. I can't say whether it's 32-bit float,
Oh wow.
but
That's encouraging that you can't say it.
But it's more than 31-bit float.
yeah,
Can't say it.
I have heard it's more than 31-bit float, but I can't say it.
Yeah. No. I get it.
3 mic array, internal recording.
Internal, so SD and I'm assuming micro SD and also internal.
Well, wireless.
Yeah,
Wireless.
yeah.
unit,
You're
and
talking
then-
about the wireless mics.
Audio.
have
The
The
internal
mics
recording.
themselves, yeah. The mics themselves have wireless internal and they're transmitting. And I think that's it. I think and it works with.
And this is going to be controversial. The last one, it records standard def.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Sorry. I've
That's
gone
it.
back to
They
standard
went
definition.
with-
That's-
It's 40,
yeah.
480 by 480. It's
it
just
sounds like the old radio signals. Like you have to
Sure.
hold it a certain way so it
Oh, man.
gets
It
reception.
sounds like your microphone at the anti-gravity booth.
That's bait.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's an inside joke for the people who did not watch that. But yeah, your microphone kept cutting.
Okay, so this is something
Microphone
that, so that's okay. Obviously, that's a big thing. That's pillar one that we saw.
Yeah.
Mark, what's something that you
Yeah.
saw? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
So the camera and the mics from them. The second thing though is their direct competitor, which is GoPro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was super impressed.
Yeah.
I've got to say, like I saw the whole brief, saw everything online, and I just went, I
Yeah.
was so skeptical.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't understand who it's for, or I didn't. I've got like a little more reframing that I think helped me. But originally I was going, is this for people that have a bunch of GoPros and they want a higher end camera that can like do interchangeable lenses? Or is this for people that have big cameras and they want just a smaller crash cam
camera.
or like something like that?
Yeah.
And what they kind of walked me through was actually really beneficial. They walked me through the idea that you or I, we are kind of dumb, right? And we choose
Again,
to
an
use,
intervention.
No, so he literally was saying you
only-
and
yeah,
Jake.
I got
it.
Jake,
No, I
this is
got
it.
just for you,
just
Mark.
us,
I
just
hear
us.
it.
You
Uh,
and him, Mark.
Go ahead.
But we choose to use cameras. Like we usually choose to use a little bit more camera than we need, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Even in my Go Ultra video, like the Go Ultra is kind of a big thing, but I'll wear it right on my forehead and I'll walk. I go into my kids' preschool. I film everything. I just film life, walk into the grocery store. I don't care because I want the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to kind of do more. So they were kind of like walking along, like, imagine you're going snowboarding or going skiing. You don't want to bring a giant camera.
Yeah.
But maybe you might bring a camera that's bigger than an action camera.
Maybe a little.
It's not as big as something crazy big, but it's bigger than an action camera. So for you, like, for me, it wouldn't be inconvenient at all. I'd be like, yeah, I shoot cameras bigger than this all the time, but I might do it. So there might be more situations where I would shoot an action camera, but instead I might bring a little kit with this, and dude, the footage coming out of it's crazy.
These are great.
Oh, the footage is wild.
Because they could put a piece of glass in front of it now.
Yeah, and they can
The GoPro never had a
even
problem.
long lenses.
We've all owned 5 or 6 GoPros.
Sure.
Sure.
The GoPro's never, in my opinion, had a problem with sensors. It's always had a problem with a little bit of stabilization and also some lenses.
Yeah, the sensor problem was always low light.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
the low light situation was always rough, and they had the GP2 processor in there,
Yep.
and it couldn't do low light. So when the 12 came out, when the 13 came out, still GP2.
Yep.
So that's why every year GoPro kind of was like, we don't really care about low light. It's not that they didn't care; it's that they didn't want to put a new processor in yet, so they couldn't.
Yeah.
Whereas the Action 6, the Ace Pro 2, even the Action 5, the chips in them were doing all the processing.
Right.
So there was just a ton of onboard processing happen that GoPro just didn't have the ability to do yet. Now they got the GP3. Now they can do it. They also put in a 1-inch sensor in that thing. So now we got a 1-inch sensor and their new processor.
Yeah,
So it's,
awesome.
It's awesome. Okay, now what's the third thing for you?
Oh, this is a tricky one. You guys give me one. Give me one that you've seen that you're impressed by.
You know, I'm kind of an audio nerd, so they've come up with this tiny little capsule that can do great sound that would actually compete against a large diaphragm microphone like this.
Yeah, electrosonic. What is it? Electrosonic.
Electrosonic has done it in partnership with Rode, who's right next door to us here.
Do they have them over there? The Rode?
Electrosonic, they have them, and you can actually listen to it, and it sounds great. It has this really, really low shelf noise, like 11 dB or something, so it's incredibly quiet. And this is going to take over for, like, reality shows and
Lav mic?
yeah,
Situation?
theater, lav mic.
The execution on it over there is lav mic, and but it is they're going to put in everything.
They'll
They're
put
gonna
in all their small little
phones.
mics. I think
Yeah.
Rode's going to have a really great mic here soon that's going to blow everything away, and then everybody's going to have to move up to that level. And I always like it when technology comes by and I see it at NAB and I say, oh, okay, 32-bit float. Okay, now everybody has to have 32-bit
Yep,
floats.
yep.
And it changes the world, right?
Yep.
And I think this is the next one that's going to come up, and that's going to be these little new types of lab mics or small lights mics that are really going to be able to give a new higher fidelity than we've seen before.
Is
And I
this
think
something
it's
that
gonna
they
change
could put
everything.
into a camera? Like, could I have
Put
my?
it into a small camera. You can have a great,
That's
you got
what
a great
I'm thinking.
So
microphone.
their
and a small camera.
execution, the partnership with Electrosonic is the lav mic.
Okay.
But I think the plan is that Rode is going to then just partner with one-off partners to put in other.
Build
There's
it
like
in.
3 or 4 companies that have come together to make this, but Rode is a big part of the microphone.
And we're over there talking. We're talking to the engineer that first. This is the cool part of NAB for me is that we're talking to the engineer that made this thing. Right. This
Yeah.
is this guy's life work. Is this little capsule?
Yeah.
He's here.
in there. He's here,
You could talk to him.
and it's waterproof. And so they're literally like dunking underwater in front of it. I'm like, how do you feel about them dunking your mic underwater? He goes, I don't love it. but
Not
it's
great.
cool because it's like because they know the tech is sound. That's
Yeah.
the part about. That's the part that's cool.
Yeah. So what excites me is I see this, and now I've been coming 35 years to NAB. Okay, so I've seen everything. Beta SP was the best thing you could shoot when I was here at first at NAB.
And I don't know what that is.
It's
Yeah.
Betamax tape, or analog tape. You've heard of it?
Heard of it?
Studied it in school. Something anyway, but then digital tape came along. It was DV with standard definition, and you could finally cut a video and put it into a computer. And I witnessed all that whole thing, and then
Mark,
high definition and going through the whole thing.
Mark, when did the talkies come out?
Well, I don't remember that.
The talkies. No, I'm just
The
when,
talkies.
when did we get sound in movies, Mark?
But that's always been the problem, getting good sound, and that's why I keep coming back to it, because it's nice to see when something bumps up. And it's the same with lighting. So Aperture comes out with their new Blair CEG engine, which gives better skin tones and stuff in light, because everyone likes LED lights
Yep.
because they're not hot and they don't burn the talent, and they're convenient and all those types of things. They take very low wattage to do, and so everything's gone LED. But LEDs kind of give you a washed out look. They're not as good as the old tungsten lights. And so now they're leveling that up. So now you got lights. Everybody's got RGB lights. They're all about the same from all the different companies. But then Aperture comes out with their new Blair CG engine, and you know what? It looks better.
Yeah.
And I did get to see them. I was actually really impressed at the size of the light.
Well, that Amaranth comes out with, and they come up with a small light that has they're a slightly different but omnicolor they call it instead of Blair, but it still looks really really good. And now Godox is coming out. The same thing. They're throwing that in, and Nanlite is going to send me some lights, and all these companies now are going to send me lights so I can actually compare those. And so this is what excites me. I know how you get excited about a small little GoPro or something that comes along like that. Well, because that's where you're at. You like to see this new thing that you can do, and that it didn't have before. But that's happening with lights. And it's happening with audio, and those are the two things that I'm most excited about.
I think you're right though. Like the coolest thing is seeing a new technology here first. And seeing someone with it, and then you just go like, oh, like 32-bit float. We knew that was it.
That was it.
As soon as I was in the Rode Wireless Pro, I was like, oh, everyone has to have this.
Yeah. And if you didn't, it was like, what? How do you sell this? You can't.
I'm wearing one right now.
Yeah, are you?
You're wearing a wire right now.
I'm wearing a wire. Yeah, you've been recorded this entire time.
Oh, great. We're gonna get busted.
You know what's great because your mic. I don't think your mic or headphones are working, so we're gonna need that. We're gonna sync it up.
This is gonna be perfect.
Oh,
Okay, so to wrap it up, I think the
Yep.
most thing that I want to talk about, I'm just going to throw it to Mark.
It's back to you.
No. I'm going to throw it to you. Is that for me, the NAB as a creative person, it feels like a creative space. You get to meet other creative people. And Mark, he was saying he's like the best thing I always get at NAB, and he pulls out a stack of these business cards of people he's met because that's really it.
That's it.
That's what NAB is.
And as a person who's gone to like VidCon and Comic-Con and NAB and all these different things throughout my whole life, that's really what it comes down to. Like there's people who I'm recognizing from like multiple shows that I've seen. Like
So the most important thing I've gotten out of this whole thing is this tiny little stack of
It's
business
right
cards.
there.
That's it.
This is it.
And
this is what I mean.
What's that one?
Want to pick
What
one?
that one?
yeah, and also show
your
me
own.
the poker chips you got, Mark.
Ooh.
I'm just kidding. Mark's down. Mark's down $200.
I'm up $200. I came in here. I was 2 hours before him. I went to the tables, not the tables, the machines, whatever those things are, and I got up $200, and we went to see Penn and Teller. It was great.
That's the move.
You should see that
If you're
show.
up, you get out of there.
We got out.
Mark
We
gets up on the stage on Penn and Teller. He's wearing a pink shirt, and some lady calls out. They're like, "Who do you think is the thing?" And the lady goes, "Pink shirt," and because they're calling out to Mark. And Mark just like under his breath is like, "It's salmon," and the whole crowd just dies laughing. Like literally the biggest one.
This
of the
was
biggest,
last night?
Yeah,
would have had to been there. No, the night before.
Like Sunday night. This was the biggest laughs of the
amazing.
night. Is Mark correcting the lady? It's salmon, and
It's not pink.
That was the best thing at the show. I think
it wasn't the best thing. I think Penn and Teller are getting old, but that's a different.
Totally different
I'm gonna
podcast.
clip this out.
Christina, how long you staying?
Different
Are you
podcast. No, I'm out tomorrow.
You're out. You're going.
Yeah, I talked yesterday, talked today, and I'm out
You're
tomorrow.
going to
Outta
go
here.
back to the beach.
No, I'm getting back to those girls.
Go to those girls and back running around with your little
Three
camera?
little girls, 3, 5, 7. I know,
Holy
it's
cow.
wild.
All right, well, that pretty much wraps it up for NAB 2026. I want to thank David Manning for coming on this fake podcast.
Thanks for having me.
They better be flying you out of here on a drone after that presentation.
It was
That's
pretty
all I'm
good.
saying. All right, thanks,
David,
everybody.
thanks so much, man. I really appreciate this
Thank
time.
you guys. You guys rock.
Okay, that was a lot of fun, and thanks again to David Manning for doing that with us. He is a great guy, or one might say a good human. Hey, thanks for stopping by.